What's one thing you had as a child that you wish you had now? My grandpa recorded all of the original Wizard of Oz books on audiocassettes, before books on tape were really a thing, and gave them to me along with the books while I was learning to read, so I could read along. I read/listened to all of them, but I didn't understand how special they were at the time, and after I listened to them I recorded over them. He had a wonderful voice and he's been gone for almost 10 years now. Especially now that I have a daughter of my own, I'd pay $1 million to get those recordings back. I have videos of him and such, but those tapes were such a loving gesture and they took him hours to make. I'm still hoping I'll find one of them with at least part of a recording in my parents' attic or something. Ouch. For real, man, that pained me to read. May sound dramatic to some, but that really is devastating. Man, that one hurts. I miss my grandparents. Time distortion. 10 years as a child was like 100 years. 10 years now feel like one. Remember when summer vacation would last forever? But as an adult you wake up one morning in January, blink and suddenly you're like, holy shit. When did it become June? It's Christmas already? Again? But we've just had Christmas. Me every December. We had one Christmas, yes, but what about the second? What about Kwanzaa, and Yule and afternoon Hanukkah? St. Stephen's Day? Winter solstice? He knows about them, doesn't he? Free time. Time in general for me. Even if I lounge around, the day still feels significantly shorter than when I was a kid. Everyone always told me it would happen and I never believed them. Honestly, I think it's because we perceive time relative to how long we've been alive. If you're 10, then time will feel twice as long as it will feel when you're 20. That's the only explanation I've ever been able to come up with, besides the loss of novelty also contributing to it. When you are young, you do a lot of things for the first time and you make more intensive memories about it. The older you get, the more boring everything goes. You saw it maybe in a similar way already. And that's why daily routine days feeling like by the end of the week that they flew by. Meanwhile, if you do a vacation you have more memories, and retrospective it felt longer. Good knees. I used to spend hours on our trampoline. Just the thought of it kills me, and I understand why my parents wouldn't get on it. Tramapoline. Trabapoline. It smells funny in there. No, it doesn't. Oh no, you don't. That trampoline is mine. A solid back that doesn't crack when I bend. I'm 17 and sound like a glow stick. Coming from someone now in their 30s that has sounded like a glow stick since teens, try getting looked at for connective tissue disorders, like hypermobility, just to be on the safe side. I'm as flexible as a bag of dry twigs. I'm a fellow 17-year-old glow stick / bag of dry twigs. Why are we like this? Attention span for reading. Yes. I used to love reading. I'd get through 1 or 2 books a week when I was middle school age. Now I'll read a few pages, then start skimming, and quickly lose interest. It'll take me months to finish. I'd rather hear an audio version nowadays. Makes me sad. Man, same here. Read so much all the time as a kid. Now I can't finish a book, cause I can't get grip quick enough, or I'm thinking about going to YouTube, Reddit, video games, got notifications / text, etc. When I read, I have to reread stuff cause I'm blazing through it while thinking about all other stuff. It is not a problem in my daily life, but holy FK, I can't get through grad school anymore. Social media has reduced our attention spans. No responsibility. Maybe my parents were too strict, or maybe because I don't have kids, but I feel like childhood had a shitton of responsibilities while being an adult is doable. I had to have good grades, I had homework, I had to help around the house. I had to decide my entire future as a teenager, go to uni or get a profession. I had the feeling that I have to compete with other people. Now as an adult I'm giving very tiny amount of FS. I just try to enjoy life. Yeah, working sucks, and if there's no deadline, I'm probably going to procrastinate as much as I can, But these are little downsides and could be worked on. Sponsor burglaries? For me, that also came with no freedom and abuse. I'll take responsibility. Confidence. Dreams. Ingenuity. Energy. Time. A positive outlook on life. My mom. Ditto but for my dad. Ditto but for my granddad. I was a middle child, my little brother had special needs and took a lot of my parents' time, and only my granddad really spent time with just me. He died when I was about 10, and even when I was 20 I could be brought to tears by his mention. I missed him terribly for a long time and he still inspires me. My grandmother died when I was 8. 20 years have passed and I still cry when I think of her, especially if I talk about her. Life without mental health problems. My first mental health issues surfaced at age 4, so I can't even claim that much lol. Sorry man, that's rough. Nah. If my significant other turned into the moon, that would be rough. Someone else paying all the bills and for everything else too. When $20 made you feel rich. As an adult, only having $20 is terrifying. Long lazy summers. Yeah, in those days, I would have finished all my homework in the beginning of summer and no cram school or study. Just laid in my bed all day, watched some cartoons or played with my sis. I miss those days so much. You'd get homework for summer vacation? Damn, that sucks. AP English classes made you read a few books. Summer reading for English classes. Especially if you were in IB or AP. Not sure about the low-level courses though. Enough sleep. Pain-free back. And knees, wrist, neck. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Pussy and my crack. Ignorance. I watched PBS almost exclusively as a kid, and it gave a good retrospective of the ills of the past and also how things should be. Ken Burns documentaries, Sesame Street and other kids shows. But it also made it seem like America's problems were in the past. It was an early life ignorance that instilled hope. I loved not knowing about death creeping up on us and the problems of the real world. I miss being lost in cartoons and games. Having my parents be young and healthy, having them enjoy their youth. I'm glad it all happened, but I still miss it. Yeah, I would give anything to be 7 years old again, pure, innocent happiness during a time where no one close to me had died yet. Joy, hope, peace. Came here to say hope. Samsies. I've lost all hope. Hope my life will improve, hope for the planet and the future, all gone. The will to live. Serotonin for sure. Who is this serotonin you speak of? Serotonic? That's a drink, right? No, that's gin and tonic. I think sarin toxin is a type of disease. My creativity that came from childhood innocence. Now my thoughts are caged by knowledge and reality. I feel this one. I used to write and draw a lot when I was younger. Painted quite a bit as well. Now, anything I could think about writing would hit way too close to home. I still draw and paint sometimes, but haven't really made it a priority at all. So either creativity, or My Little Pony mansion. It had 4 big rooms and a pool in the middle. It was frigging awesome, and I regret not keeping it when my mom moved out of my childhood home. Not sure which one I'd prefer more at this point, honestly. Either would be sweet. This. As a small child I would think of fantastical incentive why, make up music tracks in my head, draw whatever came to mind. Now, I have writer's block, can't play piano like I used to and struggle to even think of basic problems to solve. The worst part, I lost my drive to do many things. My mom and dad. Agree. Same. 70s era Fisher-Price Little People Castle. Many hours of fun, and later many Joes gave their lives protecting it. Still have that, the house, farm, airport, garage, and school. They're somewhere in my parents' attic lol. A fast metabolism. Can't relate. I was obese as a kid. Ironically, I now weigh the same as an adult that I did as a kid. Hopefully you got taller. Or he expanded diagonally. Lol. More energy. Or my Teddy Ruxpin. I still have him, he just doesn't work anymore. I still have mine, too. Come dream with me tonight. I had a Teddy Ruxpin also and a glowworm. I bet you can go on YouTube and figure out how to fix it. I always wanted one and it turned out a family friend rehabbed them and had a bunch plus all of the accessories, so I finally got one. The husband was a butcher, so he didn't have a specialized electrical background. I posted that I wanted my Teddy Ruxpin back before even seeing this post.